Hi guys, welcome to our new video. In this video, we will be learning on how to bring the data of trial balance to my income statement phase. Just to give everyone a quick recap, in our last session, we learned about mappings, how to logically map the GL accounts, chart of accounts to logical groupings, and then also perform certain checks to ensure that, if there are any additions of new GL codes, renaming, deletions, you can accordingly tackle that. And also, a mandatory check that total of trial balance should be zero to avoid any errors or confusions at the later part of the model. So having said that, this is my TB sheet. Now I would go to my income statement sheet. So guys, I have created this format already. So this is nothing but different financial statement line items. Again, this is something, I have already explained you in this part. These are my logical groups. So I have, put that in a better format in my income statement because it has to be, has to give that proper messaging on the face. So herein I am analyzing month on month. What is my month on month variance? What is my month on month growth? But for your reference, you can try building your model that has year to date numbers, month with month of last year. Maybe you can say that year on year. Then a mandatory analysis is actual versus budget. So till now we have not introduced the concept of budget. We are just playing around the actual data. So, this is month on month what we will be doing. And again, format is something, it is up to the company, up to the management to decide. But this is what I have created. Okay. So now, as a first step, we have to create a title page. And title page has to be, as per your organization records, as per your organization expectations. Herein, I have just created a basic, header that it's a comparative income statement, and I have already given one drop down period. You can create that drop down. You can have a lot of drop downs like legal entity, locations, regions. You can have n number of filters here to accordingly present your reports. But I am considering only period. Okay, so you can see periods from Jan to May. This is because we have data up till May. So that is why we have 5 periods already available with us. So now let me come back to my income statement. As a mandatory step, I would be linking my period because I have to bring my period here. That is why you will be able to know, what period I'm comparing. So I will link it to my period. And since I am doing a month on month, so I have to bring my previous month. So you can use end of month formula for this. You can just write -2 plus 1. So now you can see we have data for April and the previous month. And now if I change my period here, you can see my periods will change here as well. March, February. You can again check if I make it to May, it will further change. So I hope you have understood the concept of period on how to dynamically link periods of your income statement to your title page. Now, guys, let's write a formula now to bring the values of this particular period on this FSLI level. Okay, so we can use multiple formulas like, sum ifs, index match, but I will be using one more advanced and an easy formula for you, that is sum product. So, my first criteria is my, FSLI. Let me select the range. It is in column A. Then I have to also select the period range. And I think it should work. Yeah, it's working. And to do a double check, what we can do is maybe I can check on, outpatient program. And if I see the May numbers, yeah, it's 2190. Yeah, it matches. So guys, this is how you can create a formula and bring your numbers from trial balance to an income statement. And as I have explained you, this is just an example of, how I'm doing it. There are multiple ways. Now, if I have to drag this, but before dragging it, I just want to ensure that, the formula is dynamic. A5 and okay. So I think it should work now for April as well. And just to check whether it has worked for April or not, let me check the numbers. Yeah, it's perfectly working fine for April as well. And now if I have to check whether it's working fine for partial hospitalization or not, let me do that. Okay, so if I see my numbers in May, it is 2101, it matches. And let me do a total of revenue. Okay, so guys, now the beauty of this model is now if I change my period, okay, if I'll bring it to February, you will notice the numbers have started changing. These numbers are not are belonging to February. These are belonging to Jan. And the moment if I bring my any other month, you can see my number refreshes. So this is the beauty of financial models. You can have multiple periods, multiple dimensions data, and you can easily refresh. So guys, I hope you have learned about revenue, and I would want you to give it a shot on all my other, expenses, so that you have that practice with you, like how to write such kind of formulas. Just to complete this is a normal variance formula that you can write. Variance analysis is very important for you to analyze whether your, current month performed better than your last month, and when you are comparing it with budget, it makes more sense. This is variance in absolute terms. You can see my revenue declined from April to May, and that is why it is showing a negative variance. So now if I have to calculate variance in percentages, you can write a normal formula of, division, straightforward. You can divide D5 by, C5, and you can see, what I've done wrong. Oh, okay. I have created one extra. Yeah. So you can see since my revenue declined, I can see my negative variances. You can use conditional formatting tricks. You can make, have these numbers in the form of horizontal bars, a lot of ways. So I hope guys you have understood, how to do a financial model. So I hope guys you would have found it interesting, and I would expect you guys to try it on your own, build your own models by using certain smart formulas, certain tricks. Happy to help you. Thanks for watching my video. I would continue making such videos and will make more complex models in our upcoming videos. Thanks for your time.